Hello, beautiful souls. It's Shy. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for Twin Flames as a collective. But before I get into the reading, I want to go over a couple things with you guys. First, I just want to say, I love, love, love you guys, like I always say. Um, you guys mean so much to me, but I really do want to say just thank you to all of my subscribers, to anyone that watches my videos, and I just want to just say thank you so much to you guys, and as well as thank you for your loyalty and your patience. I haven't posted a video in a while, and it was just because of everything that I've been going through on this journey, and detaching and basically just uh, I was just guided not to do my videos until I was ready to again. If any of you guys know me, you know that I will not do a video or a reading, or a personal reading, if my energy's not, the best for you guys. If I'm not you know, vibrating at my highest consciousness. So it has been a journey at the least. I've been going through so much, but it's I can't say it even started, you know, 4 weeks ago, because I think it's been about 4 weeks since I posted a video. Um, you know, it's it's been going on this year. Last year I was in the 5D, like literally, like the most of last year. You know, I spent most of my time last year in the astral, the 5D, so that I could experience what heaven on earth feels like. Um, and I'm so grateful for that. But this year, I want to say, like, since the last, well, this year in general, but like the last blue moon, I mean, like the shit don't stop, like the shift don't stop. It just has not stopped, you guys. And what I do want to tell you guys, divine masculines or divine feminines, is that it gets easier. Um, like if you are going through this, if you are on this journey and you just started, or you're in recognition and you just reunited with your twin, and you are experiencing like dark nights of the soul, um, it is important for you to feel those emotions that you are going through, so that you know how to not go there again. And I think I mentioned in a past video that, you know, once you're conscious of what is going on within, it's like you can never go back. Like you can never be that depressed again like you were, or you can never experience like the dark nights of the souls like you did before. Like you're never gonna feel like you want to die, or you're never gonna feel like you just can't take it anymore. um, the more that you elevate spiritually. So for me, what I've been going through is, when these emotions come up, I would just like release them immediately, like identify them, know exactly what's going on, and just release it. So um, there's a lot of purging and releasing going on, and it's not just with us. It's with the universe as a whole, and the universe is doing a lot of releasing as well. Like we're going to start experiencing like earthquakes and natural disasters. I got that even just years ago, but I know that it's going to come now. Um, so we're right now, what I was going through was releasing and ending karmic cycles, and uh, just like I said, like the shift don't stop. Like it's been going on, but it does get easier. Also, a lot of us are feeling our divine masculines are awakening, so we're feeling what they're feeling as well. I know weeks ago, I could feel my divine masculine crying. I could feel like sadness. And but recently, um, I could feel the divine feminines are still going through a lot of heartache and a lot of pain because it's like you could feel like you feel these emotions and you know they're not coming from you. Like it, and that's what I mean by the shift don't stop. Like you're not just going through what you're going through. If you're seasoned on this journey, it's you're feeling it as a mass collective, and it's not a bad thing. Because just like I felt union, a couple of months ago when union happened, I felt it, and I didn't just feel it for myself, and that was one of the most beautiful feelings, you guys. Like I felt union for a lot of you guys, like even people who have never even watched my videos yet. Like we're gonna be coming into union this year, like a lot, like thousands of people will be coming into union. Um, within before this year is over. I'll just leave it like that. I don't like to give timelines because I do believe in divine timing, and destiny and everything. And some, I do know that some readers give people, dates and timelines, but I feel like even if I if I receive a date, I wouldn't share that with you because this has to do with soul work, and there's still healing and soul work to be done for us, but it's just happening faster now. So I I want to play this song for you guys, but I kind of wanted to explain it to you guys first before I played it for you. Um, like this song is called "Running Back to You," and it's an oldie, but it means so much. And I am so honored and so blessed, not just to be a twin flame, but I'm honored and blessed for the life that I've lived. It's been hard from childhood. This journey is not for the faint of heart. If you're a twin flame, like even if you feel like weak as hell, like you're strong as hell. And um, this journey is confusing at times. There's a lot of illusions, that come into play. And I want to help you guys to have clarity and to see the truth, so that you can up your timeline. Right now, like I just said, the universe is at work. So um, it doesn't matter if you haven't talked to your divine masculine. It doesn't matter if he's married, if he has kids with someone, if he has, if someone's pregnant. None of that matters. Unions are imminent. Like none of that matters, and now the universe is stepping in, and that's why our energies are all over the place, because it's like whatever you haven't did, whatever work that you've refused to do, like the universe is stepping in and forcing things to happen now. Yes, you still have free will, but I just want to say, if you don't allow the unfolding of this journey to take place naturally, like there's going to be some things in the future that happen that will force you into union. That's all I have to say. So, as far as this song goes, it's about the reason why I'm relating it to this journey is because, like, a lot of us think that our divine masculines are like running from us, you know, the runner chaser aspect of everything. And I mentioned this also in another one of my videos, but like, your divine masculine is running from his soul, and you are his soul. So it seems like in the 3D that he's running from you, but what he's really running from is his soul. And when we reunite with our counterparts, in divine masculine or divine feminine, you know, I can't say divine masculine, but when we reunite with our counterparts, we're reuniting with the Christ that's within us. And so, you know, the divine masculine is running from his soul, and from the Christ that's within him, and God is, the Most High has called you back to him, you know, when you reunited with your divine, you know. So right now, our divine masculines are awakening. If you carry the divine masculine energy, they are going through this awakening, and they are, they're coming home, guys. And the divine masculine sees you as his home. So I just want to play this for you guys. I get so emotional when I hear that. I'm gonna go into the reading, you guys, and I hope that you guys receive that song. But that's the energy that the divine masculines are in right now. So I have the past, present, and future energy, as well as union. If you haven't watched my past, present, and future videos, part 1 and 2, it's my first video that I ever did, and it talks about how you, like, the past, present, and future are one right now, and also how you have to come to union with yourself, come to union with God, come to union with you before you come to union with your divine. And this song means a lot to me. And I'm going to play another song for you guys at the end as well. Not for you to be in a lower vibration, but just for you to release. But that song means a lot just because it's like we've always been on this journey, guys. Always. And I'm just going to leave it at that and get into the reading with you guys. So right now, the past energy of the divine masculines is letting go of control issues. And for right now, I just want to take out the control part and just the letting go. Right now, our recent past energy of our divine masculines is they are releasing anything that's not for them, and this, as far as like letting go of these control issues, it's more about like, if you look, like, to me, this represents our ancestors, and they're letting go of all the old programming, you guys, all the old templates of love, all of that is what they're letting go of right now. And I also pulled clarifiers. So the divine masculine is, as he's letting go, he's awakening. This is the King of Cups for spirituality. So the divine masculine is really coming into his spirituality right now because he's learning how to trust his soul. And we have the Page of Pentacles. I love this because both of these cards popped out, you guys. And I feel like this represents the spirituality, and this represents like the 3D. So he's awakening spiritually, and divine feminines, like I said earlier, you're feeling your divine masculine awake. As he's awakening, you can feel everything that he's going through energetically and emotionally. But he's coming into his powers as well. Our divine masculines, they have gifts as well. They are psychic, too. I know my divine masculine is, even if he doesn't know it. And he's also an empath as well. And it's like we have these gifts, and I feel like when we come together, and when I say we come together, I don't mean my divine masculine, because my divine masculine has free will. But when I say we come together, I mean as a collective, when divine masculines and divine feminines come together in union, their gifts expand, and I feel like you'll have even more gifts, and right now our divine feminines, our gifts are increasing. I hope I'm using the right word for that, but so in the spiritual, in the 5D, in the astral, divine masculine is connecting spiritually, and then in the 3D, he has, the Page of Pentacles is about abundance. It's about money. It's about offers, new opportunities. So, the divine masculine is focused on the physical right now. Well, I can't say the physical as much. He's living in the 3D, so he's focused on his coins pretty much. But he doesn't even, he's not aware that it has everything to do with this union, because it's all one. So then we have you deserve love for the present energy of the divine masculine. And yes, the divine masculine He does deserve love, and he deserves your love. Like, he knows that he deserves that type of love that's different from any other love that he's ever experienced in his life. But the thing is that the divine masculine and divine feminines as well, it's like he really wants this love, but until he gives this love to himself, um, and you guys be patient with me because I have a lot of messages, and make sure you watch the entire video, like I said, so that you can get everything that's for you. But when I say be patient, I just mean that I'm gonna take my time with this reading. Okay. So if your divine masculine is still in a karmic relationship, and karmics are not always relationships. It could be other people, you know, but in particular, this what I'm getting from this is it's like the divine masculine will be in this karmic relationship where it doesn't even matter if like if his coins are up, you know. He's not growing spiritually. He's not investing in his spiritual growth the way he should be, the way that it would be if he was with his vibrational match with you. So it's like the divine masculine, when he's around his karmic partner, he can feel how low his energy is, and they're like matching each other's lower vibrations, you know. And he knows that he's not supposed to be with that person, but he cares more about hurting that person's feelings than he does his own soul. So until you give yourself the love that you deserve, that's when it's going to come back around to you. Okay? And that goes for divine masculines as well as divine feminines. You're going to keep going through things until you give yourself the love that you deserve. And when you do that, that's when you'll see a reflection of that in the physical, in the 3D. And we have the Ten of Cups. I love it, you guys. And that is one of the reasons why I played that song, because I got so emotional, and I when I saw this card, I got so emotional because this card popped out. And I'm not sure what all of the cards say, but this card meant more than it has any other time I've had it, because the divine masculines are awakening. So the divine masculine, he loves you guys so much. Like, he loves you so much. You are his home. You are the only person that he feels safe with. This union is all about unconditional love, you know. And this Ten of Cups is about, you know, love. It's the Ten of Cups. You are everything to him. Um, and I hope I don't freak you guys out or anything if you're not aware. But the reason why, this love is so strong, it's kind of like, love is the only word we can use for it. Is and the reason why it's so intense when it comes to this union is because this is your soul. So you've experienced so much life with this person. And not just in this life, So at some time, that's what I mean by not, I want to freak you guys out. You have been your divine masculine's mother, brother, sister, child, lover. You're everything. And that's why the love is so strong, because it's every love. Every expression of love, every love that there is to have is what you have with this person. So you have that motherly love where you want to protect them. You have that brotherly love where you'll do anything for them and only they get you. There's the friendship that it starts off with, so you're the best friend. You, as like, the divine masculine has been your father in a past life. So he feels protective over you, So it's every kind of love that there is to have, plus the love that God has for you, the Most High has for you, as well as the love that you were always supposed to have for yourself. Okay, so I'm going to go into the next energies. Is the future energy is new love. And I love this, you guys. Especially for our divine masculines, because it says it's not about meeting a new person. It's about this awakening. It's about this new love for himself that he's always deserved. So the divine masculine, as he awakens to love, as he awakens and connects back to love, to his soul, that's what this is about. And it's also about, coming to you with a new love. But he wouldn't be able to come to you with that love if he didn't have it for himself first. So we have visions. Ooh. And the Wheel of Fortune, the Angel of Destiny. And I love this card. It's like one of my favorite cards ever. And visions, and this just goes back to spirituality. Like I said, our divine masculines, they have gifts as well. And they may not share everything with you. They may not share the fact with you that they've had these visions as well. When you come to them and you tell them, what you're experiencing, they may not say, oh, well, I have this vision too, you know, but they have had visions and they're starting to see, you know, they're just starting to see how divine they are as well. It's like, you know, the divine feminine is so divine that it's awakening, you know, that in him, like you are like a chosen one. You are different from everyone else on this earth. You are here, you know, to be a part of creating the new world. The angel of destiny. And this is my favorite because every time I see this I think about the spiritual realm, you guys. And I love like that she's holding the sword, like protecting this union. And this is the divine masculine, but of course the divine masculine's hearts are opening now like never before. So a lot of them, sorry guys, a lot of them are in their feminine energy right now because the roles have reversed, you know. So they're having to come to a balance of their masculine and feminine energies, and this is what, you know, divine feminines, this is what you've been waiting on, you know, in a way. So the angel of destiny, it just has to do with, you know, the divine masculine is finally on his divine path, and he's awakened to that. He knows it, you know. And it just makes me think of how beautiful this union is, how you can reunite on this earth, you know, with your divine, and it awakens something inside of you where, you know, everything on this in the 3D changes, where you meet this person, and all of a sudden, you know, you start having visions, you start you know, seeing things and hearing things that you've never heard, and connecting spiritually. And it just puts you on your divine path, and it's just so powerful, you guys, what happens. You know, you meet someone, and then all of a sudden you are so awakened spiritually that you want to know why you're here. You know, you come to your purpose. You know what I mean? Like that's just so powerful. This journey, you guys, it's so beautiful. I think that the divine feminines are so stuck on the divine masculines. You know, they're so stuck on this union, and they're not appreciating just everything, you know, like everything that's happening. I'm just so honored to be a part of it. And you guys need to just stop, you know, if you are feeling anything other than that. We have heart-to-heart conversations for union. And I love this card, you guys. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. Heart-to-heart conversations. This is a union card, you guys. So this is about, and I'm like feeling this all over my body right now. This heart-to-heart is soul to soul. It's our souls merging together, guys. These heart-to-heart conversations are our divines meeting us in the astral, meeting us in the 5D. This card has nothing to do with the 3D. This card is all spiritual right now. This card is about the divine masculines and the divine feminines spiritually coming together as one. And it's about the divine masculine. The more and more he connects with the wholeness of who he is, with his soul, the closer he feels to you. I haven't spoken to my divine, but I feel very close to my divine, you know, because I know what's going on. And that's not to say that, you know, I'm not aware that some divines are fighting this. Divine masculines are fighting this awakening because I know it, you know? But it's just because it's been a journey, you guys. It's been so like the divine feminines are exhausted as well, you know. I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but I've been detaching, and that's one of the reasons why I took some time away from you guys, because you know you can never emotionally detach from your divine because you guys have the same soul. You guys are connected, and you're so intertwined. It's there's nothing that you can physically do on this earth to stop that. But as far as like detaching from the outcome, you can do that. But oh, that's what I was saying. Like sometimes it's like we are. If you are a teacher, it's like okay, you're trying to detach from your divine, but you're picking up on divine masculine's energy, your divine masculine's energy, all the divine masculine's energy, you know. So if you need to step back, then that's what you, if that's what you need to do in order to get more clarity, then that's what you need to do. But that has nothing to do with this card that I'm holding. I don't know why I said that. But yeah, this heart to heart conversations is about us, you know, connecting spiritually. And the more that the divine masculine connects spiritually, the more he gets to know you. Like he's just having more clarity, and it's like I don't know about you guys, but like this has been the most beautiful experience of my life. My as far as the relationship is with my divine and I. I mean, for both of us, I know it's like the most beautiful, amazing, out of this world experience that we've had. And so I guess it's a little different from some, you know, twin flame relationships, because it's always been about unconditional love for us. So the reason why I bring that up is because I've always had a relationship with my divine masculines, like higher self. Like we've always communicated spiritually. I've always like from the moment I met him, saw him through the eyes of the Most High, through the eyes of Source. Like, so because that has always been my perception of him, that's always been my experience with him. So I've had like amazing, beautiful experiences with him because of the way that I perceive him. Like I've always seen him as just, you know, as me, you know, as just this beautiful person. Like no one on this earth it comes close to like my divine, as far as like just being like the most beautiful soul I've ever met, you know. So I've always had this relationship with his higher self. So that security's always been there. That love that unconditional love has always been there. And now that the divine masculine is connecting spiritually and awakening, now he gets to have that relationship with you as well in the 5D, you know, where he's like, you know, seeing how you guys are the same. And the 8 of Wands. So I was just talking about journey, you know. The clarification for heart-to-heart conversations is journeys. So like I said, this has been a journey, you know. And we're so close to union, you guys. Like, if I can explain it to you, the best way I can explain this to you is in the spiritual, in the 5D. Okay, I don't know like where you guys meet up with your twin in the 5D or how it is, but like when I connect with my divine, like sometimes we're in this beautiful garden, and there's like all these beautiful flowers and cherry blossom trees, like, and like we're just so, like intertwined, and we communicate so much, you know. But this is more like, you know, like we've been stuck in the matrix with our divines, you know. And it's funny because like the last time I saw my twin, I remember thinking like oh my god, like we're so freaking stuck in the matrix. It just like kind of like annoyed me, you know. It was kind of like, oh my god, like we've already did this before, why the hell are we doing this still, you know. Like it's like, I know I'm your home. Why aren't I coming home to you? Why aren't you coming home to me? Like, this shit's crazy, you know. But I'm trying to explain to you guys like a vision that like it's kind of like in a maze. Like imagine yourself like in a maze with your divine, and you guys are trying to get through the maze, and like, you know, you guys are going through this as far as your journey. Like you guys are on the journey, and you both started together, you know, and then one person went one person went one way, another person went that way, and then, you know, you keep going through the maze, and then you meet up, you keep meeting up with each other, you know. Well, right now the divine feminine, and I'm talking about the real divine feminines, because if you have a bad attitude and if you are not unconditionally loving your divine and seeing things through the eyes of source, I'm not talking about you right now. And not to be harsh or anything, but like I'm like, and I don't even know why I'm saying this, but I'm saying, divine feminines, protect yourself. Do not sit there and watch videos where people are bashing the divine masculine. They're saying like the divine masculine can fuck off, fuck him, like you didn't want to do this, you didn't want to do that, like you need to come at me this way. Like they're not awakened loves. Like no. No. Because you can detach and you can love yourself fully and still have love for the divine. Okay? And you can even go forward by yourself. But this union, if you believe in this union and you know that this union will take place, there is no reason for you to, like, you have to protect your feminine, your heart space. Like, you can't allow yourself to watch certain videos and like you'll take on their consciousness. Like if you watch that, okay, I got totally off track, but that is for somebody. Okay, so the divine feminine is because, and like I said, you're going to go through so many different emotions, so many different things on this journey. And I'm not saying that, you know, if you are in a space of anger, that's no, you know, all these emotions are normal, you know. So I'm not saying that you're not going to come into union. I'm just saying that you're you're pushing back your timeline if that's your energy. Okay, so the divine feminines that are coming close to union, the divine feminine is kind of like she has this flirtatious energy, even though, you know, the divine masculine may not be doing things in the 3D that she wants him to do. She knows that this is her home as well. She knows that, like, this is, she has no doubt when it comes to this union. So the divine feminine, what I'm seeing is the divine feminine going through this maze with the divine masculine, and she's at the end, and she sees the way out. She sees the light, and she sees the way out, and she kind of like looks back at the divine, and she kind of like says, "Come on." And the divine masculine is afraid. This is why you guys haven't heard from your divine masculine. He loves you. He wants this union with you just as much. It's just that he loves you like so much that he's afraid. And I'm not trying to defend divine masculines, you know, because divine masculines have did things where, I mean, just violation, like violation city, like seriously. Like they've done so much. But when you have all of these loves for your divine, like I mentioned, it's so easy to just constantly always love your divine. So like I don't know if you've ever heard like the divine, like that, like when a man loves a woman, like she's his weakness, and when a woman loves a man, like he's her strength. So like the reason why we have so much strength to keep going is because of our masculines and our love for them, you know. So that's why we can go to the light and we can go out that door. But the divine masculines are kind of like, they're awakening, so they're not where we are right now. So they don't know what's on the other side. So they're kind of just holding back a little. But they're going to come through. I hope that made sense, you guys. I hope someone received that. Okay, so now we're going into our beautiful divine feminines. I love you guys so much. Stay strong, you guys. You guys are so beautiful, and this is not the time to give up on this union. Like, you guys, stop lying to yourselves. Like, stop saying you're over your divine when you know you're not. You know it's impossible. Like, it's so funny to me sometimes because, like, even the divine feminines that talk crap about, you know, the divine masculines, it's like, they're so delusional and so lost. It's like right in the midst of saying, like, you know, putting these conditions, which that is exactly what you're doing when you're saying somebody needs to come at you a certain way and do this or do that. It's the opposite of conditional love. Unconditional love is not, you know, I don't know. People are just so twisted on what unconditional love is, on what the true definition of unconditional love is. And unconditional love is love without conditions. So in the midst of them putting conditions on this love, they'll speak about unconditional love, you know? So it's it's just so crazy. So the divine feminines, bless your heart. And the reason why I just said that was because, like, you'll see divine feminines, like, watching a video and then they'll like leave comments like, yeah, I'm over my divine. Like, yeah, I had to walk away from that. I had to let that go. I wanted this or that. And it's like, oh my goodness. Like, you're so over him that you're still watching twin flame videos. It's like, don't lie to yourself. Like, don't stunt your growth. Like, so the divine feminines are calling in their soulmates. And it says your prayers and affirmations and visualizations help bring you guys together. So, it's funny because, like, I know that if you're coming into union right now, divine feminines, a lot of divine feminines are detaching. But even though they're detaching, even though they are detaching, excuse me, guys, because of the soul work and this and connecting spiritually and what they're doing, they're still bringing in, like, calling in their soulmate, even though they're not trying to. It's still happening. So we have for the confirmations for calling in your soulmate is like kind of like what I was saying. The divine feminine is going through this transformation. This is the death card. So she's going through this transformation, but this transformation is actually bringing in her divine, and this heartache that she feels, you know, and in order for this transformation to take place, it's all divine. Everything that's happening is divine, it's orchestrated. So she's going through this transformation. She's ending cycles. She's going through the dark so she can get to the light. And even these little, like, kind of looks like petals. It's like basically like all the little pieces of whatever was left that needed healing, that needed to come off, that's attached to our souls, is coming up and to be released. And that's why you guys keep experiencing things. That's why you keep get these. That's why the shift is so crazy, because it's like those. And I say that because a lot of us divine feminines felt like not that we were totally finished with healing, because we're expanding human beings. We're always going to be healing and growing. That's how you grow, So it's not like we thought that the healing was over, but we did feel like we wouldn't have any more, like, tower moments and things like that, So it's okay. It's like these last things are coming up, and a lot of this heartache is not even ours. It's because we're so connected and connected to our divine masculines. They're going through a lot of this during their awakening, and we're just like feeling it too. So we're ending cycles, we're releasing, we're going through this transformation, and it's just been one of the longest. And that's because it's not that we're coming to the end of the journey. When we come to union, it's the beginning that's when everything really begins, guys. So what I'm getting, like, from this is kind of like, things like this always happen, so don't be discouraged. It's kind of like when, like if you've purchased a home before, right when escrow is going to close, when it's time to sign those loan docs, all of these things pop up, like, oh, you got to get the comps, you got to fix this, you got to fix that, you got to do all these different things in order for, the deal to go through. And it happens a lot, whenever something, there's always obstacles before, you get your blessing. So that's what's going on right now. It's like all these, the end of things, like all these things that, because this, like I said, this is a God union, And God is a God of order. So whatever wasn't fully healed, even though you felt like it was healed, is coming up. And then we have separation. And I love this card because, oh, sorry, loves. The calling in your soulmate and the transformation and all that was our past energy of what we've been going through lately. And this is our present energy, is the separation, because a lot of us are separated from our divine masculines. A lot of us are choosing right now to, just focus on ourselves right now. What I want to help you guys out with and see is that, this separation is the separation in the 3D, it's an illusion. You're never separated from your twin, but that's not all. This separation that you have felt, and every time you've gone through this separation, you think that this is a separation between you and your divine, but this separation is the separation between you and you. It's that gap, So, if you feel like your divine masculine has abandoned you, and usually you feel like that during separation, these are the emotions that are attached to separation. So you feel like your divine masculine is, has abandoned you, or he's rejecting you. But what's really happening is you have abandoned your soul. You're not connecting spiritually the way you need to, and your divine masculine is reflecting that to you in the 3D. Okay? There's a lot of illusions like that too that happen, where it seems like it's one way, but that's what's really going on, because like I said, this is our soul that we're dealing with. Oh, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. So once you fully connect, once you master your energies and master your alignment, staying connected and staying aligned no matter what, the sun. I love it. It's the angel of happiness, and the angel of happiness is the angel of harmony, this harmonious union that will happen. And every time I think of like happiness or harmony, or I see this, I just think of alignment, because that's what happiness is. That's what love is. It's being aligned. So when you come into this alignment, you guys, a lot of divine feminines, I hope you guys are excited, because the ending of these karmic cycles is the ending of all the shit that we've been through in the 3D. We're gonna really come into our abundance, and really like just our whole world is gonna be different. And this is gonna happen soon, and it's gonna happen fast, you guys. Union has already happened. Like I said, I'm not sure if I said that, you guys. Okay, so I felt union for, like I said, I felt union for myself, and I felt it for you guys. And if I am repeating myself, it's okay. Maybe you guys need to hear it again. Union has happened. Okay, you're in union. The fact that you don't believe that you're in union is stopping you from being in union. You are in union. You need to put your attention and focus on you right now in creating this harmony alone. Because if you don't, then you're going to come into a false union. Meaning you guys are going to go through another separation, and you don't want that to happen. This kind of reminds me of like something that I had said to my divine masculine, that like my soul was telling me that like you know, I need to come to this. This wasn't even this year, but you know, I was just sharing with him, you know, how I need to feel this freedom. I need to feel this happiness without him first, because if I don't, then there will be no longevity in it. And look, this is the future energy. This could be the one, of course. You know that. But because you know that, you can let go. You know, you can detach. It's like we hold on so much. It's like you're holding on to what's yours, and you don't have to. If you let go, what's for you will come to you. Okay? So the high priestess, the angel of power. So like I said, the divine feminines are stepping into their power like never before. And whatever gifts you have, there's going to be an increase in that. Now, I mean, this is the future energy, but the future energy is you know, now. And I love it. I love you guys. I love you, divine feminines, because you guys are so strong and so beautiful, and we are family, all of us. Because no one on this earth is going through what we're going through, and we were chosen to go through it because we can, you know. So, and not only that, like, we are like clearing the way for twin flames, you know. We're really like the first twin flames, you guys. Like, as far as like these unions go, I know there has been other twin flames, but I mean, as far or who weren't aware that they were twin flames or whatever, but as far as like everything that we're going through all of this so that it can be easier for our babies, for the future, you know. In the future, it's like twin flame, like, would be like a soulmate. Like, oh, everybody knows about a soulmate. So it's like people will come into this relationship, you know, and they'll be able to identify if it's a twin flame relationship just by the things that they are going through, just by all the things that we have went through. They're not going to have to go through anymore. Okay? So that's why I was just saying I love you guys so much, because I know how challenging and how hard this journey can be, you know, for divine masculines as well. You know, you guys are going through all this, and you guys are chosen to go through all this because you can. The Most High is not going to put you through something that you can't go through, you know? So don't give up on what's for you, because you deserve this love. And for divine feminines that have, when it comes to union, and I love that it's a union card. Love yourself first. So, it's so beautiful. Until you're not going to, basically this is a union card too. So you're not going to come into union, you guys, until you love yourself first. A lot of divine feminines, you know, believe that they're loving themselves, and you are loving yourselves. Like, that love is always there, or it could never be there. You know what I mean? So we do love ourselves, but you know, we do a lot of things that are contradictory to loving yourself, you know? Um, but until you can love yourself first, put yourself first, make everything about you and your soul. The reason why we're going through all of this, you guys, and we're having to like let go of codependencies, love ourselves first, is because of the type of dynamic, like because of the type of relationship we're going to have when we come into union. Like, we're not going to be dependent on the divine masculine for love. We like divine feminines, and I mean, I'll repeat this in another video. I hope that you guys are watching this video all the way through, but you're going to have to love yourself first. You're going to have to really, 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 really love yourself. You're going to have to create your own stability within, your own love within. Like, you think that you have to trust others, but you only have to trust yourself. And this goes back to, you know, and I hope that I wasn't coming across judgmental when I was talking about like divine feminines that are like very lower vibrational energy, or, you know, not acting so divine. You know, I really hate judging, because it's just a ripple effect to judging. So I love you, whoever that is. But what I'm saying is, like, when you've mastered your energies and you can see that everything has been an illusion, and you start giving yourself this love, like, you'll start to see that even the thought that you have to trust someone else is an illusion. You know, all you have to do is trust your soul, and you will be fine. You know, and that's where it comes into the detachment. Like, if you love yourself first and you truly love yourself, then whoever you choose to share that love with, that relationship will vibrate, you know, wherever you're at. And as long as you embody that love, you're fine. Like, so you're not so stuck on the divine masculine because you love yourself. Like, you don't, the divine masculine doesn't have to do something in the physical for to prove something to you, because you've created your own love and stability and trust within, you know. So it's kind of like having a true unconditional love. So unconditional love is when you love all of you, you accept you for who you are, all of you. So you accept all of you. You accept even your flaws. So when you truly love yourself this way, you accept others in that same, with that same type of love. You know, so people don't have to conform to your way of being. That has to do with your soul. And I think that's what people don't get. Like, you're only accountable for your soul. This other, like, even though this person is your soul, he's this divine masculine, he or she, they're in their own separate body. So you're accountable for you, and they're accountable for them, and vice versa with everybody on this earth. Like no one can cheat on you. Like, you can only cheat on you. Like, they can cheat themselves out of something. They can't cheat on you. Like, oh Lord. And if you don't resonate, it's fine, because I really want people who are willing to invest in their growth. willing to let go of all the old templates of love, all the bullshit that they've been taught. You know, even the 5 languages of love, that's 3D, that's old templates, that's all something that has to do with love outside of you. The divine feminine will stand on her own and love herself and be okay regardless of anything, because she has this love within for herself. So, like I was saying, people don't have to do things your way in order for you to love them. When you unconditionally love yourself, that love just is. It never freaking wavers. It just is. So the divine feminine has a lot of work to do when it comes to loving herself first. And a lot of like things that she has to detach from. You know, she wants to detach from her divine just so that she can have her own harmony, and that's fine. But there's a lot of energies and old patterns and ways of thinking that she needs to detach from as well, that are connected to the 3D and the old templates of love. Okay? Now, if what I said about cheating, if that made you upset, it's okay. Anything that kind of like irritates you is like something that your soul knows is the truth anyways, you know? It's kind of like when someone says something about you and you get like really pissed off, and it's like, but you can actually grow if you just looked within and saw whatever they saw, because we're all mirrors, and like just healed yourself, you know? It's like and I'm not gonna stay on it too much because I'll talk about it later with you guys. But as far as like what I said with cheating is like, I never want my divine, you know, to not do whatever his soul is pulling him to do, because then he wouldn't receive the lessons, you know? And I don't mean like, and that's where it goes to like mastering your energies and things like that. Like, of course you don't want like your divine like out here like just doing whatever like with whoever, but he has to make things right with his own soul to get that right. Like, you have nothing to do with that, you know? And kind of like my divine masculine with his karmic, you know, it's like, if he wasn't listening to himself to go and do that, then he would have never grown or learned from that, you know? And we have to love ourselves enough to be focused on our soul and our alignment, so that no matter who we're with, no matter what they do, we know how to tap in to that harmony and that love. And the 5 of Wands for union. I love it, I love it, I love it. So it's just this is the clarifier for love yourself first. So right now we're still going through these tests. Like, there goes another test. Are you gonna keep going in the circles? Or are you gonna start learning? Are you gonna start learning so you can stop going through these circles? Stop experiencing the same things. Okay? I love you guys so much. I just want to say that. And even the divine feminines that are where they are, that have really bad attitudes, you know, we've all been there. You know, it's just, you know, maybe you should everything will work out. That's what I'm getting. So, um, this was at the bottom of the deck for oh my god, you guys. I'm like taking so long in this video. It's the longest video I've ever did, you guys. I'm so sorry. But okay, so the Ace of Pentacles, which is just about abundance, seeing the fruits of our labor. And then we have, for the romance cards, we have free yourself. And I love, 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 love this, because this is like one of the things that I've been going through as well, as far as feeling limited or restricted, you know, feeling stuck, you know, and we need to live